Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is February 9th, Thursday, I do believe, about 10 a.m. And today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're just going to talk about our confinement cattle operation and why it works for us. It's not going to work for everybody, but share the reasons why it works for us and how you can get started doing it. First thing we're going to talk about is feed. It's one of the biggest things with having confined cattle. You guys got to have the option or the willpower to chop silage, corn silage, just because of the aspect. You could always feed hay, but on drought years you're really susceptible to paying high feed prices for hay and or losing out on high dollar hay for sales. So corn silage, as you can see in the last video or two, will cut your hay consumption over half. So that's half the hay that you can market and sell. So I'm going to feed these guys corn silage, and then I will get out and talk to you about it. So back to the feed situation. You got to be flexible and be open to the idea of feeding corn silage, because even if you can afford, you really can't afford to feed hay all year round every year. I'd say 5 out of 7 years I'm selling hay for over 250, most time in them dry years it's over 300 bucks a ton, and you cannot justify feeding even anything close to $200 a ton to cows producing calves. It's just not justifiable. So if you want your operation to really thrive, you got to be open to selling your good hay and feeding the corn silage. And with that being said, you can't be dead set on feeding corn silage, because years like this, when corn's $6.80, $6.90 a bushel, you also can't justify feeding expensive corn through them. So what works really good is on the cheaper years, or if you have some corn that ain't going to yield very good, chop it and fill a little bit extra so you can feed like I did. I didn't chop any corn this year, but I still got about 50 ton to feed out to save some of the hay. And hay is reasonable this year, so it's really a win-win. And you don't have to feed much silage to beef cows to save them hay. Most of the time I'm just only around 20 pounds a head. Sometimes push it up to 35 if you really want to save more and more hay. So you just got to be open to rolling with the punches on as far as feed costs and feeding what's available and what's your most efficient bang for your buck. Same thing goes with bedding. Right now we're bedding with corn stalks because that's what we have. We're saving the wheat straw and soybean straw for spring calving, because it's awesome stuff to calve on. So this shed right here is a 36 by 96 with a 36 by 96 foot concrete yard out in front here, and 96 feet of headspace. This is the perfect setup. I'll show you the calf barn. Our operation is the perfect size for about 50 cows, 48, 50 cows, and we're growing. We culled five or six head of cows this summer when cow prices were good. So we're down on our numbers. We're under 30, not by many, but under 30. So why confinement operation? Well, I got on this farm, this is our best soil we farm, and I got plenty of acres I could pasture. I don't know if you can see it, but I could pasture it all, rotational graze it all, and still be 60 cows probably, and go that route. But it is way more efficient in my operation to bring the feed to the cows, because I can take first cut alfalfa off all these acres on the home farm here, and I have 80% to 90% of all my hay needs just off of first cut. So that means I got second, third, and fourth cut to market and sell. And like I said, the premium alfalfa, I mean, $200 and $250 a ton is not that far out of the realm. It's actually pretty easy if you get it up good. And I mean, shoot, we're pulling almost 5-ton yields off of home here on alfalfa. So I mean, we're making tens of thousands of dollars on them acres, plus we're feeding first cut to the cows. So that's kind of why we're confined. It's not justifiable to pasture these acres. As far as renting pasture, yeah, that's a good option. But as I'm getting started, first generation, it's hard to find pasture. And I do like to be able to have the cows at home and keep an eye on them. So if you guys do watch our videos on a regular basis, I've been saying I wasn't going to feed the calves any corn silage. As you can see, that changed. The weather actually turned. It's been 40s for the last couple days. We still got a lot of snow, but I kind of want to try and probably feed that silage bag up before it gets too muddy. So we're giving each side, I don't know, quarter bucket. Not very much considering. And we're feeding them straight alfalfa. Dry though. This stuff is dry now. A ton of leaves. I don't know if you can see that. But being the calf barn is so light, we're just feeding this way. Hay on half the lockups on each pen and silage on half the lockups. We actually, I'm sure you've seen last year, we took out the actual lockup part and then just put adjustable uprights in. That works pretty good. We're gonna have to take that top bar off, cut it up, and finish the last 12 spaces on the end here. So these are our replacement heifers. They will be bred this late spring. Nice even group of heifers. Very, very happy. And 90% of them are out of our real nice cows. So and then we got 2 feeders in that pen that are getting slaughtered on Friday, tomorrow. So this is our calf barn. Technically 56 slots, I believe, head slots, 14 in each pen. Works really good. This year we are really light just because feeder cattle prices were really high. We didn't buy any to background, and we actually sold a group of calves last fall. So these are our steers that we kept back. They're growing nice. So this calf building is 36 by 96 also. So it works. These monoslope buildings work really good. Ideally have enough cows to fill this shed with our own cows, and then that 24 by 48 down there, use that for backgrounding lightweights. So I don't want to get out of buying lightweights to background because there's almost more money in that than feeding the cow year round. So yeah, other than that, this works for our operation. It's not going to work for every operation. Biggest thing is feed bedding, manure, put it on concrete. This has got a scrape alley. Oh, the wind's bad. But got a scrape alley right to a slab for manure storage. And then our bags go right there. We got room for two 8 by 200 bags. And that's more than enough feed. So everybody is locked up. As you can see right there, that barbed wire, I don't know if you can see it on the video. We're not completely on concrete. The cow shed's down there. The cows, we have them locked out right now because it's spring, gonna be spring and muddy. But that's about a 1/4 acre lot that they can go on. So get them off concrete in the summer, and helps with some hoof issues. So in the confinement, in my opinion, you should cull the cows before they get too old. Keep a younger herd, and be a lot more trouble free. And don't skimp on the bedding. It's just going to create issues. You really got to bed, and you can't look at it as just bedding costs because it is. You're getting fertilizer value out of it too, so it's not a complete expense. But yeah, that is our confinement operation. So to wrap this video up, I don't know, 10:35, 10:40, and that was with recording for you guys. So it don't take long to feed silage, and it don't take too many acres whatsoever. I mean, on this size operation, 10 acres of corn silage goes a very long way. So as far as feed costs, you got to be open to feeding corn silage to save that hay. And this is just why confinement works for our operation. And as we are a first-generation farm, and that has kind of helped us, I guess, in a way, because we were able to buy this property in minds of doing what we are. If we were to build this and have a loan or whatever on the buildings and the concrete and stuff, yeah, it probably wouldn't pay. But it doesn't pay to pay $8,000–9,000 an acre and pasture high fertility crop ground either. So I hope this helps some of you guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. Always willing to share our information and help you guys out. So like I said, to sum it up, feed, biggest thing. You gotta feed what's the most efficient for your bang for your buck. And bedding, bed high. We tried to skimp on the bedding one year, and we had a lot of pneumonia issues in the calves. And I guess one other quick thing to cover, in your calving buildings, your cows are in, make sure you make calving pens for calves to go in and lay, like with a creep gate or something, just so the calves can go in there without getting laid on or stepped on. And that works really good. I'll show you what I did. I made just a freestanding panel that the calves can go through. We're going to start setting up our calving pens and our calf pens here pretty soon. So spring is in the air. Calving season's less than 2 months out, and things are going to pick up. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps out, and we'll keep on keeping on. And let us know what else you guys want to see in the videos. So we'll talk at you later.